What's up, my peeps out there? I know it's late. Y'all wasn't expecting this. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I know it's late out there. I know y'all are probably, most of y'all in the bed, so most of y'all gonna catch the replay. For those who do not know me, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your Money Matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. You have a God-given right to keep it. So it's my purpose, my passion to come out here and talk to my people out here in the community to where they can learn how to keep more of their money. What I really wanted to do is come here real quick and talk about how you or your debt is working for someone else and not for yourself. Okay. The debt that you have is earning money for somebody else and not for you as it should. And I want to do a demonstration tonight to kind of quickly show you how debt is working for someone else and not for you. All right. We all know that we are trying to find ways of getting ahead financially, but we cannot get ahead financially if we are giving our money away to other people. All right. Our personal finances is something that is, hold on for a second. It's something that should be a self portrait picture. Okay. But we're not painting our own financial picture because of the fact that somebody else is holding the brush. All right. And so what I wanted to do is do this demonstration to show you how somebody else is holding the paintbrush. All right. And it's time for you to get the paintbrush back so you can paint your own financial picture. Okay. So allow me to share this demonstration with you all real quick. So let me share my screen real quick. And what we're gonna do is give me a second. It won't let me share. Let's see. I'm hoping. Let's see what this gonna work. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm trying out a new platform here. Da, da, da. I see now. It is not going to allow me to do it. Da, da. Chrome. Ah, you got to be kidding me. Give me a second here, y'all. Mm, mm. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to allow me to share my screen. Hmm. system. I always got to go through something here. Give me a second. Let's see, security, security, security. Okay. Where's privacy? Where's Chrome? Oh my God. Well, click screen recording. Give me a second here, y'all. All right, let's see if that's going to do it. Okay, so it looks like I'm about to run it. All right, so I want to do a demonstration real quick to show you how it is making money for somebody else and not for yourself. All right, so we all know that it is hard for us to stay ahead financially when we are in debt. All right, and I'm going to show you tonight, real quick, how your money is making money for someone else and not for you. Now, I want to show you through my experience. I'm going to use my own personal debt that I used to have to where this money, this debt that I had was making money for somebody else. Now, you can apply this to either a credit card or any kind of loan that you may have. Okay, anything that has interest tied to it, just know that interest is making money for the bank and not for you. All right. Anytime that we have any kind of loan, credit card, anything like that, interest is tied to it. And we don't want interest to work for somebody else. But we all know what keeps the banks in business is interest. So I want to show you with my own debt that my debt was working for somebody else. So I used to have a federal credit card with a $20,000 credit card balance. Okay. And I'm going to show you how much the banks were earning interest off of me making minimum payments on this debt. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go through it real quick. So this is my balance that I used to have on a Navy Federal credit card. All right. I had a $20,000 credit card balance. Yes. Navy Federal gave the boy a $20,000 credit card limit. And with my bad money habits, I used up all of that credit card limit. So now I'm $20,000 in debt. This is about 6 years ago. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you by the numbers how the numbers can work against you. All right. So here's my $20,000 debt. All right. Now my monthly payment was this. This was what my monthly payment, $300. All right. Now, if you know anything about making monthly payments, your monthly payments is split to where a portion of it goes to interest and another portion goes to principal. In order for us, in order for us to pay off a balance, your monthly payment, most of your monthly payment has to go to principal. All right. And the principal amount goes toward the debt. All right. So when you're making principal payments, that reduces the amount that you owe, and that comes from your monthly payment. However, here's what happens when you make monthly payments. The first thing that the bank would do is make a payment to interest, and the remaining amount goes to principal. All right. The remaining amount goes to principal. That's how that. So if you got a car payment, your monthly payment is split in half. The first portion goes to interest first, and then the remaining amount goes to principal. Okay. So here was my APR, my annual percentage rate. So my interest on this credit card was 15%. Now I need to know how much of my monthly payment was going to interest versus principal. So the first thing we need to do is find out uh, what is my monthly percentage rate. Okay, we need to find out what is my monthly percentage rate. So here's the formula for finding that out. We're going to take the 15%, that is the APR on the credit card, the interest rate on the credit card, and you're going to divide that by 12. 12 represents 12 months. Your interest is accruing every day, every month. And as you can see, my monthly percentage rate is right at 1.25%. Okay, everybody see that? We're going to take the interest, the interest that is on the credit card, and we're going to divide that by the number of months we have in a year, which gives us the monthly percentage rate, which is in this case 1.25%. All right. Now, so now we need to figure out how much of that $300 a month that I was making, how much of that is going to interest. So here's the formula to finding out how much of that $300 that was going to interest. Okay. So basically what you do is you take the annual percentage rate, which is 1.25, and you're going to multiply that by the balance that is owed. Okay. That is the formula. We're going to take the 1.25%, and we're going to multiply that by the balance that is owed on this credit card. You can do this with your credit card. You can do this with your car note, your mortgage loan, any kind of loan that you have. You can apply these formulas that you're going to see tonight. All right. Now, as you can see, $250 of that $350 is going to interest. Okay. The interest amount is going to the bank. All right. Always know the interest amount is going to the bank. Right. Now, we need to see how much of my $300 of remaining that's going to principal. Remember, the principal, the amount that's going to principal is going to reduce the amount that I owe on that $20,000. Okay. So now, if we already know, we can already do the math. If you can see that $250 of that monthly payment of $300 is going to interest, then the remaining amount of $50 is going to principal. Okay, so only $50 of that $300 is going to that $20,000 credit card balance. All right, only $50 is going to the balance that I owe on this credit card. Now, what we need to do is figure out how long it's going to take to pay this loan or this credit card balance off. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the $20,000 that I owed on this credit card balance, and we're going to divide that by the $50, which is the amount that's going to principal. And as you can see, it will take at least 400 months for me to pay off this $20,000 credit card balance. All right. So what is that in years? What is that in years? So all we got to simply do is take the 400 months and we're going to divide that by 12. Okay. Take the $400 of the 400 months and we're going to divide that by 12. 12 months. All right. So essentially, it's going to take me, if I continue to go pay the minimum balance of $300 a month at a 15% interest rate, okay, it's going to take me 33 years to pay this off. All right. Now, let's figure out how much the bank is going to earn off of me making these minimum $300 a month payments for 33 years. And as you can see, it is going to take 400 months. So this is the formula. $250 a month, that's going to interest, and you're going to multiply that by 400 months. And as you can see, the bank is going to earn at least $100,000 in interest off of me carrying a $20,000 credit card balance. Do everybody see this? It is going to take me 400 months, $250 that's going to interest, all right? As you can see, the bank is going to earn $100,000 in interest. But that means, look at this now, $100,000. $100,000. So let me go over this again. I owe $20,000 on this credit card. All right. I'm making a minimum payment of $300 a month. My APR on this credit card is 15%. Now, 15% is not all that bad, but it's still not good. All right. So just know interest is accrued every day. All right. Interest is accrued every day. So now when we want to try to find out what is our monthly percentage rate, as you can see, you take the percentage, the APR amount, and you're going to divide that by 12, which gives us 1.25%. Now, we want to know how much of our monthly payment is going to interest versus principal. So the first thing that we want to do is find out how much of it is going to interest, because that's what the bank is going to do first. When you make a monthly payment to anything, it's going to satisfy interest first, and then the remaining amount is going to satisfy principal. And again, as I stated at the top of the video, that in order for you to pay off any kind of loan, you need principal reduction. All right, you need principal reduction. But as you can see, $250 was going to interest. All right, $250 was going to interest, which means the remaining amount is $50. So I'm only applying $50 to principal reduction. Only $50. I got a $20,000 credit card balance. All right. So if we want to find out how many months it takes for me to pay off a $20,000 credit card balance, all we got to do is take the amount of the balance that you owe, and you divide the amount that's of the principal amount the amount that's going to principal, which is $50 in this case. And as you can see, it takes me 400 months to pay this off. All right. So now, as you can see, if you want to know how many years it takes, take the 400 months divided by 12. That would give you the amount of years it takes to pay it off. And as you can see in this example, which is my own personal experience, okay, on a Navy Federal credit card, it's going to take, or the banks are going to earn $100,000 in interest of me making a minimum payment of $300 a month on this balance. $100,000, okay? $100,000. So as you can see, I would have paid this balance, or I would have paid this credit card off at least 5 times, okay? At least 5 times. The interest has made the banks $100,000 richer, and me poor by paying for this credit card balance 5 times more than what I should have had paid it. All right. Now, some would say, well, Cedric, will just make extra payments, which is easier said than done. Most of us who are check to check, we're not able to make extra payments. We just make minimum payments. And once we make minimum payments, we say, hey, okay, my bills have been paid. But the banks are relying on people to make minimum payments because they know they make their money off of interest. They make their money off of interest. So we got to do more than make minimum payments on our loans. All right. So something one of my mentors has said before, interest is the penalty that you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. All right. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. We don't want to make anybody else rich from us having debt. This is where the Bible says the borrower will be slave to the lender. And as you can see, this is a prime example to that. Okay. When we have debt, anytime we have debt, we are slave to the lender. And the lender will always be ahead because of the fact we are paying the lender money. All right. Think about it. That $100,000 should be in your bank account and not in somebody else's bank account. All right. It's not, debt is not a blessing, but yet debt is a curse. And debt is the main thing that's keeping us from building wealth. We cannot even begin to talk about building wealth if we still have debt. So the main thing is if you want to increase your cash flow and if you want your financial situation to be better, we have to get rid of debt. I just showed you from my own personal experience, me having a Navy Federal credit card with a balance of $20,000, how the bank was going to earn $100,000 off of me having a $20,000 credit card balance, y'all. Hey, look, men will lie, women will lie, people will lie, but numbers will never, ever, ever lie. Okay? Apply these formulas. I want everybody to come back and watch this replay. If you're not watching it live, come back and watch the replay. And once you watch the replay, I want you to take this example, this formula, plug it into anything that you have that has interest tied to it. If you got a credit card, plug your numbers in, just like I did here. If you got a car loan, plug your numbers here. If you got a mortgage, plug your mortgage information in here, and you'll see how much the banks will earn money off of you having a loan with them. Okay. So loans are okay, but you don't want to be in a loan for long term, because when you're in a loan for long term, that that money is working compound for the banks when the money should be working for you compound. Think about it. If you were having 300, if you were putting $300 a month in a mutual fund with 15%, just think about how much money you would have in your investment account if that money was going toward your investment versus going to debt. You would have at least $100,000, if not more. Okay. You would have at least $100,000, if not more, but your money is working for somebody else. Now, you get up each and every day, you leave your loved ones, you get out your bed, you leave your house, you leave your nice home, all right? You go put in 8 to 10 hours, you put up with stuff at work so you can earn the money. I know that you don't want your money working for somebody else. Don't you want your money to work for you? I know that should be an answer that says yes. Okay. You want your money working for you. All right. You want your money working for you. So here's what I want to do. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. We catch some Ken saying this some good stuff here. Thanks, Ken, for jumping on. You want your money working for you and not for somebody else. All right. So here's what I want you to do. My colleagues, my business colleagues, and I, we are helping people show how they can get their money back. Again, your financial picture should be all right, but the reason why it's self-portrait is because of the fact that somebody else is holding the paintbrush, and in this case, the banks are holding the paintbrush. It's time for you to get your paintbrush back. All right, so you can paint your own financial picture. But when you're carrying debt, just know that somebody else, meaning the bank, is holding the paintbrush, and they will dictate your financial outcome. Okay? Let's get out of debt, y'all. Let's get out of debt. We cannot begin to come up financially if we got debt. Now, this is not something that says be debt free, but think about this. If you have a high interest credit card, if you have a high interest loan, you want to get rid of that. You want to get rid of that. All right. Because high interest credit cards or high interest loans, they're making the banks rich. A low interest rate. If you got a real low interest rate, then the banks are not making a whole lot of money off of you. All right. So if you're in that situation where your interest rate is lower than 10%, if your interest rate is in the single digits, okay, the banks are not making that much money off of you. But as soon as you get into the double digits of interest rates, then that's when the banks are really, really making money off of your money. They're actually making money hand over fist. Okay, they're making money hand over fist. So you want to get rid of debt. You want to eliminate debt. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You're probably seeing a a something scrolling at the bottom of this video. Okay, you're seeing a website that says www.themoneystrategy.com. Go to that link. All right, and on that web page there is a video. And in that video is going to talk about a concept called income shifting. Income shifting is all about how to shift the money that is leaving out of your pocket, putting it back into your pocket. Now I know we're not working. I know we're not in a place to where we want to see our money leave our pocket. We want it to stay in our pocket, right? Yes. Okay. But you have to know what you're up against financially. And if we don't know what we up against financially, then we'll always have money leaving our pocket. Here's something that I already know. Pharaoh is not in the business for freeing slaves. Again, Pharaoh is not in the business of freeing slaves. Think about the Ten Commandments and how Moses had to go to Egypt uh, to free the slaves. Pharaoh was not wanting to free those slaves because the slaves was an asset to Pharaoh. Okay, these slaves were building cities for Pharaoh. All right. Fast forward to today. All right, we still have that same thing going on. All right, is building wealth for somebody else, but debt doesn't care about enslaving people. People who have debt are enslaved. Okay, and as long as you're enslaved, you're making money for somebody else. And as I said before, Pharaoh is not in the business of freeing slaves. Right? So here's what you're going to have to do. You have to learn how to get your own money back, right? But you got to understand how to get your money back. This is an economic society to where it has an economic system. And if we don't understand how the economic system works, then we will always be enslaved. So if anyone, any of my business partners share this video with you, all right, get with them and help and ask them how you can get your paintbrush back to where you can start painting your own financial picture. Okay. You want to start painting your own financial picture because as long as you're in debt, somebody else is holding the paintbrush. Let's get that paintbrush back. All right. So again, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. You have a God-given right to keep it. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Y'all see my face? It's real dark, but that was a video demonstration of as far as how numbers can work against you. Now let's flip the script. Let's get that money working for you. Okay, let's get that money working for you. So that way we can start building wealth for us and our future generations, because that's what it's really all about. Now, if keeping money and finance is not your top priority, then this video is not for you. But this is only for those who has finance as their top priority. All right. If finance is not your top priority and all you want to do is go through the motions as you've always been taught to do or accustomed to do, this video is not for you. But if you're in a financial situation where you wanted to change your financial picture, then get with the person that shared this video with you. For those who follow me personally, you see the scrolling link below this video. Go to www.themoneystrategy.com. Watch the video on the top video on that web page. All right. And it's going to talk about a concept called income shifting. All right. Income shifting is nothing more than using a money strategy to shift the money that was going out of your household back into your household. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Peace.